Hello, gang. It's Courtney Miracle. All right, so I'm gonna get this set up. So, I've had a few people ask about traveling on track, and I finally decided to get the video done. So, if when you guys jump on, give me a hello, hi, Carol, Steph, Ellen, Brandon. This is for you guys that travel a ton. Hey, Brandon's on. So I know some of you have gotten really good at this and realized some of the challenges when you're traveling. So, Carol, I know you travel a ton for work, and same goes for the rest of you. So, here are some ideas. Okay, so if you're in our 6-week challenge, you have our guide, and I'm going to go over some of those topics, and then I'm going to give you some ideas of actual things you can take with you when you travel. Okay, so first things first, when you're traveling, if you have the choice, figure out what hotel you're going to be at. See if you can get a fridge in your room, and a microwave, and then make sure they have a gym. Okay, those 3 things are going to be super important for when you're traveling. Okay, so if you can, call ahead, find out if you have a fridge in your room. If not, try to get a fridge. If not, you can do like styrofoam coolers, if you will, to take with you. Okay, so get a fridge, get a microwave. Okay, the other thing you can do is you can actually buy a little tiny George Foreman grill. It sounds kind of funny, but we've totally done it. And then you can cook food in your room. Okay, when we travel, we always, if we can, we get somewhere that has a condo, so we can have an actual kitchen. We do a lot of cooking when we go out of town because A, it's cheaper, and B, it's easier with little kids. But so if you can get a actual kitchen, that's awesome. If not, a fridge, a George Foreman grill, or a microwave, you can do a lot of really good things. Okay, so find out in advance where you're going. Look for the nearest. For us, we always look for the nearest Whole Foods or Sprouts or whatever, so that we know when we get there we can go buy food. Okay, if you can go to a Whole Foods or somewhere like that, you can always buy, they have grilled chicken breasts that you can buy and take back to your room and eat hot or cold or whatever. They have cube chicken, ton of stuff you can get at Whole Foods. I know it's a little more expensive, but that you know is good quality, and that you can take with you, okay, once you get there. So there's that. Let's see, I'm gonna go through my list so I don't forget. When you're eating out, make sure that you're actually asking for what you want. Okay, don't be afraid to be the person that's like, yeah, I need my steak cooked without butter. I need my veggies steamed. I need whatever. I need my dressing on the side. I need it without cheese. Like, do those things. It doesn't matter. The people are there to serve you, not to judge what you're doing. Okay. Obviously, there's some easy things you can take while you're traveling. Okay, so I've got some stuff with me. So for most people when you're traveling, the biggest part is getting good protein. Okay, so find a protein powder that you can take with you. Then there's a couple other ideas. So you can get like a single serve kind of protein that you can take with you. Take that. This is also for me, my vitamins. For some reason, when people travel, they forget to like take their supplements or take their vitamins. Don't do that because you're probably getting less nutrition than when you are at home. So take your stuff with you. Get single serve packages that all you need is a water bottle that you can dump it in. Okay, so take your supplements. As far as protein goes, this is one of my favorite things ever, and it's backwards, but it's Lono Life. So this is a K-cup. It's a Keurig cup, but they make these in little packages. So it's bone broth that tastes really, really good, and all you need is some warm water to mix it up. So I have a little like travel like canister thing, if you will, that keeps things hot. So take that with you, and then you can, even if you have these, you can just dump it in. Okay, these are awesome. They taste great, and it's a really, really, really good source of protein that you can take with you. Okay, so there's that. What else do I have? I don't have it. I thought I grabbed it. So they make little single-serve containers of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt that you can take with you. You can take a small cooler, put some ice packs in it, so you can take that with you, so you can always get protein that way. And then, like, if you can find a good protein bar, I also do Form, so it's just a collagen protein that's super easy. So find travelable proteins. As far as carbs go, some of my favorite things are going to be, so these are from Target, Simply Balanced. They're dried mangoes, but you can do dried whatever. That's easy. They travel well. You can do plantain chips. You can do snap peas. So these are pretty good. They do have some fat in them because they're whatever. They're not perfect, but they're better than nothing. Here's my cottage cheese. So this is also from Target. Good stuff that you can take with you, but you got to be prepared when you're traveling, right? If you wing it, it's not going to go well. So I was asking Brandon what his travel tips were before I got on this, and he's kind of funny. He was like, you got to go into the mindset with it that you're not going to try, but that you're actually going to do this. So if you go on vacation like, well, I'm going to try to be good, it's not going to work. Okay, if you go into it with the attitude of like, I know it's going to be a little more effort than when I'm at home, but I'm going to make it happen, then you can totally make it happen. Okay, so find the stuff that you know will travel easily. get a small cooler. This goes for the same thing for like taking stuff to work. Find a small cooler, things you can keep cold. Beef jerky is another good one for protein. I'm kind of all over the place right now, you guys, but if you can find a low sodium, good quality grass-fed beef jerky from like Whole Foods or Sprouts or somewhere, that's easy, so you can do that. What else? So fruit, obviously, like you can always find fruit, you can always find vegetables, you know, put some grape tomatoes in a bag and take it with you. All of that stuff is pretty simple, okay? What else? Stay hydrated, okay? Make sure, hi Christine, make sure that you're drinking tons of water when you're traveling. A lot of times people forget to do that, so make sure you're drinking tons of water. Take your Nalgene or whatever on the plane, or take it with you through security, empty, and then fill it up so you can drink it on the plane, and you're gonna save yourself a ton of money doing that, so you're not buying a lot of water. And then make sure when you're traveling, you guys, make sure you're moving. So like people make fun of us because we go on vacation and we make sure that we know where all the CrossFit gyms are so we can drop in because that's fun to us. But it's also really important to make sure that you're not falling off a track when you're traveling, okay? Just because you're traveling doesn't mean you don't have time, okay? If you don't have time, I've got some travel workouts. So I've got 2 things today. If you guys want them from me, I'll send them to you. Just message me or comment here and I'll get it to you. But we've got our travel tricks, and then we've got some travel WODs. So stuff you can do with no equipment or stuff you can do in a hotel gym. Just make sure you're actually working out. I mean, you can do burpees, you can do squats, you can do push-ups, you can do all of that stuff in your hotel room. You can always go walk, you can always run, and every 20 seconds do some sprints, whatever. Like there's always something you can do, but again, you have to make that a priority, that when you're traveling, you're actually staying moving and not just being like, oh, I'm gonna go on vacation and all we do is eat. Like I've talked to people who, it's like they go on vacation, they literally plan like, where am I gonna go for breakfast? And then they just waste time and it's like, where am I gonna go for lunch? Where am I gonna go for dinner? Like, don't let your vacations or your trips be based completely around just eating, okay? So make sure you're moving, go do something fun, go find somewhere pretty. Like one of the funnest runs I've ever done in my life was running through Napa. All the friends I was with went on another wine tour and I was like, I can't do any more wine. And I went on a 13-mile run through Napa. It was gorgeous, okay? So make sure you're planning ahead, okay? Make sure you're actually committed to staying on track when you're traveling. Make sure you're moving, drinking a lot of water. And then, the last thing is I would not eat a lot of fat, okay? Or like extra fat. So yes, nuts and that kind of stuff are super easy, but most of the time if you're eating out, there's gonna be some added fat in everything that's getting cooked. So I wouldn't do a whole lot of additional fat into your nutrition plan because you're probably gonna get enough anyway. Okay, so that's what I've got. If you guys want our travel workouts or if you want my traveling on track spreadsheet, PDF, whatever you want to call it, just hit me up here and I will get it to you. Hopefully that helps. And if you have questions, let me know. Hope you guys are having a great day.